Hello everyone and welcome to this video. How are you all doing this December? I am definitely slowing down, like with the videos too, like it's fun, all the quests in harvest counties. But I just want to slow down a little bit with it, as I have been doing, as you could have seen, like, yeah, okay. It was maybe a little bit of a crazy pace. Either way, it was fun, but right now I just feel like I mainly want to focus on winter quests. So I'm not sure yet when I will continue with harvest counties, because on the other side I don't want to be done with the winter quests too soon. But yeah, I know that there isn't that much left, because I will soon have the race, and after that what I think was left is it was something with a machine and lightning. I don't know exactly anymore, but and then some stuff of the cultures. There's not that much left here to do. And yeah, it's gonna end someday, so yeah, I just mainly want to focus on this now. I mean, it is winter now. Not yet astrologically, that begins on the 21st of December. But from Celtic vision, from the Celtic year wheel, it already has on, let me see, the 1st of November. Yeah, 1st of November. But that has to do more with the light, the decreasing light. Yeah, November is definitely one of the darkest months, so it makes sense. Oh, my phone also needs to get charged. Alright. I always find with these quests, I find the contrast so funny. Like Einstein, she explains so much and she has all these complex theories, but then when we do the thing, it's just really simple, really hands-on. Maybe our character is also like that, really a doer, hands-on person. But of course in life you don't have to be either or. You can be a doer, very analytic and reflective and studious all at the same time. Around me there are a lot of doers, people that just like to do handwork, the practical stuff. Also studious people, but yeah, what I see around me is people like being really good with making stuff like gates, etc. Funny thing is, I'm not good with that kind of stuff at all. I practiced using the hammer in Norway. After like moth, I improved a little bit. I became a little bit handy with it, but it's just not my thing. And that's funny, because my dad, he is a carpenter, but I definitely did not inherit any of his carpenter skills. Zero of that. Yeah. Any of you also horse people watching? Possibly. I think we're all going through the same now with horses, because like It's a rough existence in winter, taking care of horses. It is so much mud. Well, it depends on where you live. But in Netherlands, it's really because we don't really get any frost. But we do get rain instead of snow. I'd rather have snow. I can enjoy the rain too, definitely, but I'd love to have snow in winter. Well, but when you have such a climate, because like the average is now, when it comes to temperatures, around 5 degrees, something like that. And that means you'll have a muddy winter. Yeah. And the thing is with horsewomen, if any or horse people are listening now, you probably can relate to this. Even though the wheelbarrow gets heavy with the mud, etc., because both the mud and the muck, the horse poop, it holds more moist, so the wheelbarrow gets heavier much faster. But no, I'd rather struggle through the mud with one heavy wheelbarrow instead of having to walk twice. Maybe some of you can relate to that as well. Like, you'd rather walk once, struggling through the mud in a bit of slow motion than having to walk an extra time. It doesn't seem efficient. I don't know though. I could experiment with that once, like measure the time, how much time it takes me when I walk an extra time, when it's easier and lighter, or when I indeed still just do the heavy wheelbarrow and struggle through some muddy parts. Yeah, I always find it so funny. And when I'm done with taking care of the horses, I just bike back through the village, and also a little shopping street with my really dirty boots covered in mud. I just don't care about that. People can think whatever they want. There I am in my horse clothes, just biking through town. It's just a little part though. Most of it is just countryside. How are you guys doing in December? Like, I'm slowing down. I notice I need that. This is a time for a lot of people when the energy is a bit low. But yeah, it's also lively, all those distractions and festivities and the December rush. But this year I'm just not going with that so much. No judgment towards those who do, of course. But this is so odd actually when you study Ayurveda for longer, like I do at Women Wellness, and it's not Ayurveda only, also womb sciences, etc. And you get more in touch with like nature and your own body, just intuition, etc. Then you realize and feel that more like, oh, we're actually meant to slow down during the darkest time of year, especially more towards the end of it. Yet we speed up. That's not natural. I also notice it at the horses. Like, if I want to go fast, it just doesn't work. Energy just doesn't cooperate. There's also an explanation for that, because there are two periods in Ayurveda. One is Adana Kala. Kala means time and Adana is building. And there's Visarga Kala, that means depletion, so depleting time. So, and it goes like this. 21st of December, that's when Adana Kala starts. and that lasts until 21st of June. That is when you store more energy, when you build more up in your body again. Makes sense, because it is aligned with the rhythm of the sun. The more sunlight, the more energy you store. And then from the 21st of June until 21st of December, there's Visarga Kala. That is when you spend that build up energy. And that also makes sense, because that is when the sunlight slowly starts to decrease more and more again. So it's actually not that surprising that many people, because I noticed that around me, many people that feel tired-ish, etc. And it's actually not that strange. It's also because of darkness and cold. That's the interesting thing. Like in summer, all of that heat and the stimulating sun, then you can also get exhausted because of overstimulation, because of too much heat. That is what I sometimes have. Like I don't deal well with heat. This is definitely more my time. Is slowly I'm actually getting more into myself, just relaxing into myself, and the darkness just slowing down. I love that. Picking up the pace in spring again then. But if you live on the equator or Antarctica, where the light behaves really differently, like Antarctica is now, I think, in summer. Yeah, right, because the Earth is now tilted more, or the northern hemisphere is more tilted up away from the sun to the back. So Antarctica is now actually exposed to much more sunlight, and in Antarctica it works more like you have daylight for a few months without night, and then a few months when it's only night, and astronomical twilight, nautical twilight, and civil twilight. Explain more about this in another video. It's so interesting all. But what it generally comes down to, when the sunlight increases, that's generally Adana Kala time, when you build energies. And when it decreases, then you spend it. I don't know exactly how it is on the equator then, but yeah, the seasons are different there. It's more like a wet season and a hot and dry season. A wet season is then considered winter and autumn, to say so, and a hot and dry spring and summer. And I think you also have a time there that sunlight increases and decreases. Or does it go down at the same time every day? I don't know for sure. That also works differently then. But yeah, that's the general rule. Increasing sunlight is building energy. Decreasing, then it is spending. That must be so confusing for our bodies too when we travel. Because then it's a different rhythm again, your body needs to adapt to. This is so we're deliberately sabotaging Igor. I get it though, he doesn't look that trustworthy. Yeah, our character has her opinions as well. I get it. Of course, we don't want any harm to our horse. Not at all. This was so silly, all of this, like... And that ad filled the ever optimist with his weird menu, like... Moose poo, yeah, nice. I don't want to eat that. Franke or Frank, how do I pronounce it right? Franke? Frank? I'm just gonna say Frank. Franke, maybe a bit similar sounding like folk or folke. Are that like Swedish names? I'm not sure. Yeah, we thought we'd we can't be aggro, hilarious, really. Thought we'd get a more normal person, but we don't. Quite the opposite. Beckoning to follow us. Yeah, this word's so silly, like he just randomly turns back sometimes. Yeah, like that. But then you just steer him again and then he goes. That's just how it goes, so I didn't show this whole walk. Well, it's very probable, very possible that he lost weight indeed. He doesn't look too good. What the heck did this guy do to himself? I mean, he has to get into Dino Valley. He needs to get to a hospital. He may be too weak for Dino Valley, actually, because that cold it takes from you. Yeah, that's interesting. The extremities, very hot or very cold, they both take energy. Like the sun, it is stimulating and energizing, but it's also depleting. I noticed it too when I still worked in the store. When I like, well, you know, you have those nights that you just want to watch another episode or two. My ego is just chill there, like whatever. But and then you start the next day with a little bit of sleep deprivation. In the summer I could afford that sometimes because there's sunlight out in the morning and that helps to wake up your senses. But I could not afford it in the winter because then the darkness kinda, well, numbs is maybe not the right word, but yeah, kinda numbs your senses, like relax, go to sleep, but yeah, well, then it was harder to stay awake. I just compensated that with eating sugar then. Not anymore. It's just a good thing to, when you have to get up early, to get to bed in time. You will feel so much better in the morning. But yeah, we all need to experience that as well. Like, yeah, it's just fun sometimes to watch one or two more episodes. I so get that. But to finish another question game. Horse-free menu indeed. I've never eaten horse in real life. I have no idea what it tastes like, honestly. Well, unless it was processed in something and I didn't know, but... Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, I bought some items in the beginning, as you saw. Well, as you see in this video, I am still using this outfit. In the next, I will use the new outfit because, well, I could have already used a new one, but the decorations don't really look well with it. So, in the meantime, I have bought new decorations, and then you'll see the new outfit in the next video. Next video is also going to be a winter video, maybe with some spring in it too. I'll see. There's some quest I have with Idris about a trailer there at Nilmer's Highlands, so that is coming too. And I actually started it with this horse because I thought it was just gonna be short, but it wasn't. And then I was like, okay, I just wanna get on to Dino Valley. I'm just gonna complete that with starter or spring journey, as I name him, another time. That is coming to quest with Idris for a trailer at Nilmer's Highlands. Just love this peaceful Dino Valley now. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Just as if it was the first time playing it. I remember some of it. Yeah, it's like I want to focus on Dino Valley now, but I don't want to run out of the quest there too soon. But yeah, it's gonna end sometime either way. I know next to the race there's also something else coming that I remember on one of those little hills or mini mountains on the ice, like something we had to do with a machine and something with lightning. I don't remember the exact details, but that was an interesting quest. Don't know if it also is in BSSO, but yeah. That's I hope that's also still coming up. A little bit more things with the cultures. I'm now getting closer to becoming just either liked or popular with them. So I have to get a few hundred more reputation. Yeah, we could still learn so much about Mystic Dino Valley. I really wonder how they're gonna do that and continue everything in Neo SSO with Dino Valley. I think there's so much trepidation to how Neo Dino Valley is gonna look. I think many people are afraid that SSO is gonna step it up. The impression I got from the comments is that people do not really want it to look like Winter Village. Which I also kinda get. I wouldn't mind it that much though. I do enjoy Winter Village a lot. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think the next one I'm gonna play it at night, because when it's darker in BSO, Dino Valley looks so beautiful with this light too, but then it's like so purplish. Well, I just love that. Lichen. I would have just said rags or cloths. Lichen. Don't know how to pronounce it. Beautiful word too. Oh, that white one, that's not Swedish horse, that's an Irish cub actually. Beautiful one. Oh, I'm already almost at the end. Well, yeah, time to do the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. See you again in the next one. Bye.